All praise to Yahweh Bashima, Shahid Bashima HaKadosh, the Ba'ansa Pastor Elders Great Millstone, that taught me this 100% truth to rule well. Salutation to the Akim out there pushing the truth with all sincerity, and wish their lives to do so. Salutation to the hopeful elect that is scattered on the four corners of the earth, that believe in the truth, Yahweh Bashima, Shai, Shalom. And this is an article um, uh, by Sportscasting, and the title of the article is Every NFL Football Contains a Computer Chip. Here's how they work and what the chips track. You know what I'm saying? And it's dated for April 9th, 2023. You know what I'm saying? Which was a year ago today. As it's 2024. So you know, this is another way of this devil, perfecting his RFID microchip. You know what I'm saying? You know, because this is the MOTB is part of his device that he's bringing upon the world. You know what I'm saying? To enslave the world, and he is working on perfecting this device that he has. You know that he's going to bring forth, and right now they're using it in the NFL. To to a thing of it being more accurate. You know what I'm saying? Because with the technology, that's why they talk about um, uh, the fourth industrial revolution, which is transhumanism. Linking man with machine. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of the whole chipping process. And this is just another precursor to him trying to perfect. You know what I'm saying? His carnal blessing of the digital ore that he's bringing forth. That he's gonna bring forth in the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is going to present into the world. I'm saying because all the world is going to have to, be presented with this, as the scriptures say. You know, let's read the article. This is it reads: the NFL is somewhat lacking when it comes to integrating modern technology into gameplay, but the league has continued to make strides toward innovation over the last decade. One one way the NFL has embraced technology is by microchipping every football in the league. Here's a look at how the chips work and what they are used to track. Yeah, so there you go, the microchip. You know what I'm saying? This is the RFID microchipping device that this devil has created, and he's, bringing it forth, trying to perfect it, putting it in the thing in a football, because it's going to monitor all things that you do, you know. So and it's a tracking device is going to know all your whereabouts, and this is what it does with the football. They right now, they use it to. It hasn't been fully implemented in really gameplay, but they still use it, to statistics, yard yards for players, for just NFL terminology for those that understand it. Yeah, yards after the catch or whatnot. So this is a gives more accuracy in them tracking these measurements that they use or statistics that they use in football or whatnot. So their whole thing now is what they use what they call the chain gang to measure first downs currently now. But with this microchipping process that they're putting in the footballs, it's going to allow them to accurately get the first down measures through the chipping process of the balls that they're chipping. You know what I'm saying? So to know that, all right, this player did get the first down. They don't have to bring a chain to measure get the measurement for the the first down and whatnot, and it's going to be done digitally, and then truly, and then at the end, they're not even going to need to put it in balls because the end game for this double is to insert this chip inside of you. You know what I'm saying? He's going to microchip the whole world. That's that's his end game. You know, but let's go read on with the article. Compared to the other major league sports, the NFL it has in this can feel like it's in the Stone Age in comparison. Take tennis for example. An optical system called Hawkeye Live was used at the U.S. Open and the Australian Open in place of human line judges. Yeah, so this technology is gonna is gonna replace humans in itself as well. You know what I'm saying? That's part of bringing in a thing of convenience because, like, for instance, going to the grocery store, like, everything's gonna be uh, you know digital, and with even with your form of payment, so you're not even gonna need people in the grocery store to check you out or anything like that. As you can see that with the Amazon stores or whatnot, to where that you gotta have a digital entrance even to get into the store, and then you collect your items and put it in your shopping cart, and everything's billed as put it inside the cart. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's going to take away jobs too. With this this new digital world that they're transitioning to, because all things are going to be an inconvenience. You don't got to wait in lines anymore. When you go to the grocery store, you go get what you need to get, and everything's going to be charged to your digital platform, you know your RFID microchip, you know bringing in the thing of convenience and accuracy that this devil is going to persuade you with. And most people are just going to see it as a thing of evolution. We're just moving on in technology, and they're not going to see the spiritual side of it. So I mean, those that don't know will, part of know the elect of the nation of Israel will, because they're not going to bow down to the image of this beast and be chipped. But even some of the these people, especially in the South in the Bible Belt, they're going to be against it too. They're going to throw some backlash at this devil for what's going to take place. But this is just part of him perfecting you know his device. But it's gonna come to naught, because what the scriptures say. The Lord says that he disappointed the devices of the crafty to and so he cannot perform his enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Just roughly paraphrasing. And this is part of his this is his device to uplift his enterprise. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is going to not let this be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to let this devil fill his belly. You're going to take him out of the way. But let's read it on. According to the huddle up, this system relies on 12 cameras to track the tennis ball throughout the match. In comparison to the NFL is still using the chain gang to measure first downs with physical change. Yeah, see, what you're gonna say, take away jobs. There's not gonna be a need for a physical measurement, because this chip that's inside the ball is gonna accurately give the measurement. So that's one less thing they gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're gonna still have officials for officiating certain things, but truly, you'll be able to see everything. I mean, if all these things are, you know, uh, chipped, you're going to be able to, you know, um, you know, get the accurate calls on certain things. So anyway, reading on, relying on officials to determine where the football touched down, and measuring out the spot with physical change, it is a reliable and modern technology. It is reliable as modern technology allows. With the NFL, while the NFL may seem stuck in the Stone Age with the chain gang, the league has embraced technology by incorporating computer tracking chips in the equation. In 2015, the league began a relationship with Zebra Technologies. The company provided the NFL with RFID radio frequency tags placed in shoulder pads to track player movements. Yeah, and since the prophets came on the scene, been pushing this word on the internet heavy. 2007, you see all these, and they be telling you about the mark of the beast. You see this devil putting forth his plan, and the men on the Lord or on the highways and byways warning you of this, and that's 2007. This, 2015 when this devil, put this in play. Why? Because he's perfecting. He does things gradually. He's bringing it in slow and perfecting his wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And this has allowed him to do it. As we read here, the company provided the NFL with the RFID, radio frequency identification, the RFID chip, tags placed in the shoulder pads to track player movements. Yeah, and it's showing you that it's a tracking device. You're gonna always, this devil is gonna know your every movement once he put this chip inside of you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna know everything that you're doing. It's gonna be, you know, your total identifier, and it's going to show ownership that he owns you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is his device that belongs to him, and if you take it, then you belong to him. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to know everything about you. It's going to have all your information because this is, it's going to be a biological identifier as well. You know what I'm saying? With your birth date, so you're no longer going to have to carry a social security number, birth certificate. All that's going to be placed on the chip. Your banking information, because you what buying and selling, it's going to be installed in the chip. You know what I'm saying? Your health records. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be able to detect you having illnesses too, because he put that forth even with the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Certain devices that he could, tell when you're becoming sick. So that's what this device is going to be able to do. It's going to be able to tell like when you're under the weather or when you're sick, or if there's another pandemic coming into play. You know what I'm saying? Because the device is going to be inside of you, and they're going to be able to know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to know when you under the weather, you're not feeling sick, or if you might have cancer or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what this device is going to do, and that's another thing they're going to sell into you as a thing of conveniency. Like, hey, with this device, if you come down with any illnesses, we'll know and we'll be able to catch it beforehand. So if you get cancer, we'll be able to detect it early, and we can help you earlier. You know what I'm saying? Help you get through, or save your life. But really, it's to your own detriment if you take this thing, because we know the Lord is going to destroy you, and this devil, he wants to destroy you. But being that he's the devil in the flesh, he's going to sell it as a thing of conveniency, and the thing that to where that he's offering to give you help. I mean, really, it's a snare. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing forth your downfall, because this is his downfall. You know what I'm saying? This is part of his blessing, his sword that he's coming with upon the world. But it's going to be to his own detriment, to his own downfall. Reading on, after initial success with the RFID tags, the league started experimenting with implementing tracking chips within the footballs since the 2018 season. Every game ball in the preseason, regular, and postseason has been implemented with a tracking chip. So how much does these chips weigh, and do they affect the player's ability to handle the ball? Well, each chip weighs only 3.3 grams and is about the size of a single nickel. So it would be silly for anyone to blame poor ball handling skills on the tracking chips. The chips aren't really noticeable either, given that they are inserted between the inner ear bladder and the outer leather shell of the football. According to the Athletic Zebra Technologies, provide the NFL with around 20,000 chips each season. Grab the sources, because that's a lot of chips. It's corny. How do tracking chips affect NFL games? While RFID chips have been around the league since 2015, many fans are still unaware that they are used. In January 2023, Ravens quarterback Tyler Huntley was 0.26 yards short of the goal line when he fumbled the football. How did the officials tell that Huntley was just shy of the end zone? The RFID tracking chips. Of course, the announcement that the football itself made the call on the play let many fans speechless like it. The announcement itself that the football itself made the call on the play left many fans speechless. Others took to Twitter to discuss the chip technology. Yeah, so the chip itself tells you that that he was short of the ball. So it's kind of one less reason to have you know referees on the field. But they still got to be there for certain things, I guess, holding, making pass interference calls. But anyway, that's just the game forward. But let me read on. Even Pat McAfee, who played for the Indianapolis Colts as a punter for 8 seasons between 2009 and 2016, had no idea that tracking chips were being used in the NFL footballs. Yeah, he was playing, he didn't even know. Showing you that this double is working secretly, man. After the announcement was made in Huntley's play, McAfee tweeted to his 2.8 million followers, writing a chip in the football. Very interesting. And it's not much more. But yeah. But that's pretty much it for the article. But as you can see, this double, even this, the simple thing as putting a chip inside of a football, this is, material device, but he's putting it off as a thing of conveniency. This is going to bring better officiating to the game, more accuracy on play calling. But that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He does it as a thing's convenience, a thing that's it's going to be helpful unto you, just like he is going to do with the RFID microchipping. You know what I'm saying? He's going to offer you, financial gain. Hey, once they convert to the digital currency, for those that receive the chip, this double, he may wipe away your debt or even give you an additional $100,000. Just just saying, speaking as a man, what I'm saying, he might just, hey, wipe all your debt. Here's $100,000 credited into your your digital banking system for taking the RFID microchip. And a lot of Jakes, what I'm saying, they're gonna jump on that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you clear my debt and you give me $100,000, which ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be glad to take that. You know what I'm saying? In that time, because Jake, they love the luxuries of this world. They don't love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna say, and they know that those that's supposed to be holy believe in so-called Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? They know that this is something wicked and that they shouldn't do. But they're gonna say, well, oh, why the Lord want me to suffer? Don't He want us to succeed? And this is just pretty much the signs of the times that we should just go along and go forth with technology. The Lord don't want us to suffer. He wants us to flourish. So they're blinded and trapped in that mindset. That's a stumbling block to them. But the Lord, in order for you Jake to get your freedom, to get your true salvation, you know what I'm saying, and to be sovereign, this devil got to be taken out of the way. America, Babylon the Great, got to be destroyed. To bring to bring your sovereignty and your salvation into play. You know what I'm saying? But let's get some scriptures here. I ain't got much. And this is Revelations 13 and 16. And he called it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark and the name of the beast and the number of his name. Yeah. And this RFID microchipping system that they're placing in the football will soon be placing in the J. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the prophecy that John the Revelator saw. And this devil, he just, put it into these footballs. He's perfecting, his device. But the Lord is going to disappoint him. This is device to, improve, his enterprise. You know what I'm saying? This is part of his blessing. And he's just perfecting his blessing. You know what I'm saying? Perfecting his wickedness. But the Lord is going to, foil his plans. The game is fixed. He's been set up, to fail. And this is Habakkuk 2 and 3, which reads, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, And this is the time that the vision of John the Revelator, the mark of the beast, has been appointed to take place. That's why this devil is, perfecting his, this MOTB RFID microchipping process now. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, and then the Lord is not tarrying on this any longer. You know, this, the Lord is, bringing this forth. That's why this devil putting it into play. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord made him do so. You know what I'm saying? And especially since, the elder Apostle Ramla, Slakia, elder Apostle Har, deemed the, I think it was 2019, 2020, when the year of the Charisma, you know, these things have been happening heavily, heavily. It's been coming in heavy, with these mark of the beast prophecies. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is pushing forth, because this devil's time is almost up. His rulership is at its end, and this is one of the final prophecies that we need to take place. Before the Lord takes him out of the way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the mark of the beast, Jacob's trouble, in World War III, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? The devil out of here. You know what I'm saying? And we're on the brinks of that. We're on the brinks of World War III. You see the things that going on in Palestine and Iran. And the least of the flock going to draw these nations out. Who that? That's Amalek, the fake ass Jews over there. He's going to bring the U.S. into war. You know what I'm saying? Things are cranking up over there. Why? Because this is a point in time that the Lord has bring these prophecies to come to pass, and He's not tarrying on it any longer. You know what I'm saying? So that's brewing. The times of Jacob's trouble is right at hand. Inflation is at an all-time high. It's getting worse, and it's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's part of ushering in the mark of the beast. The inflation causing the money system to collapse. So he can have the bright idea of, hey, this is going to be the thing. We need a global reset of currency, and this is going to be the answer. This this devil already, he got set up already. You know what I'm saying? To come to your rescue, but it's really to your detriment, the thing that he's bringing forth. But it's all been ordained by Yahweh Shema Shai. And those are the elect, they're not going to take the mark. And those are the elect, you know what I'm saying? They're going to look for these prophecies to take place, and they're going to see, and know that, we're pretty much, coming up to on the end of this devil's rule. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord has, put these signs forth, these signs at the time, so we'll know, that, we're close to his coming, and, we got to prepare and get ready for the Lord as he takes this devil out of the way. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it. Hope this lesson has been edifying. Just want to say, Kohola Yahweh Shema Shai, Kwame Shirala, Baba Bar, Shalom.